Hello friends! I wanted to talk about sustainable success today for a little bit. I just felt really inspired because I was helping out a friend speaking on her panel for her event, and it was all about just like creating Q4 goals but actually hitting them, because I know for myself, in my past experience with all of my clients, we set these big goals, small goals, medium goals, or big goals, and then we have this like action plan, and then the time comes and we actually never hit our goals. And all of these goals are obviously to create success for something in our business, in our life, in our relationships, in our fitness or our health and wellness. And so I wanted to talk about sustainable success and what that actually means. And that really comes down to first picking goals that are going to be really serving for you. Like, these are goals that you actually want to do for yourself, because what is actually happening a lot for people who are setting goals is they're actually setting goals to prove it to other people, or to, again, like a fitness goal is like, I want to look good for other people, or a business goal, I need to prove it to my friends, my family, my coworkers that I can make this business successful. And so when you are picking these big goals, I want you to first pick goals that are really for you, that you genuinely want to be doing, that you genuinely are like, hey, this goal is just for me. I'm not doing this to prove it to anybody else except for me, just to show myself that I can do it, to push myself. And so that's the first thing about picking a goal, is one, picking goals that you're doing really for you. Because here's the thing, I always talk about how there's a strategy and then there's the mindset side, and the mindset side has to come first, because I can tell you the exact strategy for hitting all of your goals in a simple, sustainable way. But if you don't ever believe in the things that I'm teaching you, or even this piece where you're picking a goal that is not really for you, it's for other people, there are going to be so much mindset challenges, so many roadblocks, so much mind drama that comes with it, because you're like, you're fighting against yourself, if that makes sense, right? You set this goal, but you're like, internally, you're like, I'm really just doing this to prove myself to other people. I'm really doing this just so I can look good for other people. And so when you're picking a goal, make sure it's for you. Like, you are so impact driven, so service driven, just like for your own personal journey and growth. The second piece of that is when you're picking big goals, I think Grant Cardone says this, and it's so good. Most people overestimate what they could do in 1 year, and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And so what that means is, most of the time when I'm creating this strategic plan for all of my clients, I start breaking it down for them. And then they start seeing, oh wow, this is a really big goal, and this might actually take more time than anticipated, more time than expected. And you have to be willing for your big goals to take more time than expected. That's huge. The sooner you just come to this like acceptance of like, you know what, I've got a huge goal, I've got this big goal, and it's okay if it takes a little bit longer. It's okay if it takes 1 week longer. It's okay if it takes a month longer. Being okay with picking a huge big goal, but then also being so flexible on the time, because when we set goals, that's just to help give us like indicators that we're going in the right direction, if that makes sense, right? But a goal, the date, the deadline, that can always shift just a little bit. Okay, so pick a goal that is really actually meaningful to you. Pick a big scary goal that you want to be doing. And then lastly, the sustainable success piece. You have to be picking something that, not something, but like when you're creating your strategy, when you're creating your roadmap, right? I have a very specific 5-step sustainable success system that I walk every single client through. And in order to make their success sustainable, we have to take a look at their vision for, what does my life look like? What does my business look like right now? And what do I want it to look like? You have to first decide what kind of life and business you want it to look like. Because most of the time, people are like, I just want to make $100,000. I want to make $1 million. But they don't even know what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. What does that look like weekly? What does that look like monthly, right? What do you actually want your life and business to look like? For example, do you want to be working 40 hours a week? Do you want to be working 10 hours a week? Do you want to be working 20 hours a week? Do you want to work 3 10-hour days, or do you want to work like 5 3-hour days, right? It depends on what kind of life you actually want. And that's going to be the most important piece when you're trying to create the sustainable success, is asking yourself, what does my every single day look like? And then what does my every single month look like? And then my quarter and my year look like? Because when you can actually cast this vision, it's called vision casting. That's step one of the sustainable success system, is one, casting a vision for what does your life actually look like, the life that you truly love, where you're at peace and you're having fun and you're just full of joy, and then building a business that is going to support that. Okay, so it's interesting because when I do the life and business coaching, most of the time people are coming to me for the business strategy. They're like, I see you on social media, I see you marketing, I see you do your thing, and I want you to do that thing for me, right? And you can't have the business without the life, and you can't have the life without the business. It's just like when you're an entrepreneur, they just go hand in hand. And so I coach on both, on the really, really profitable business, but then also a life where you feel just amazing, and again, just full of peace and joy and calm and fun, and you get to just like have fun in both your life and your business. And that all comes down to step number one, okay? Vision casting. Envisioning what kind of actual life you want and getting super specific. Again, it's not just about, I want to go travel, I want a yacht, and I want $1 million. It's like, no, every single day I want to be waking up like fulfilled and on fire for my purpose and ready to make an impact on the world, stewarding my gifts and being on bigger mission. Like, you need to be able to wake up every single day and have that fire inside of you. And that only comes when you understand and envision the kind of life and business that you want. If you can't even visualize the kind of life and business you want, it's going to be really hard to create that roadmap, right? Because before I create all of this roadmap with my clients, before I even customize and tailor this 5-step sustainable success system for them, we take a look at what kind of life do you actually want to be living, okay? And then we build the business that supports it. So with that, I'll be going live again every single day this week to answer any of your questions about the 5-step sustainable success system. I'm going to run them down really, really quickly. And then you guys let me know what questions you guys got, okay? Step number 1 is vision casting. Again, really getting an idea of what kind of life and business that you actually truly, truly desire, getting down to specifics. And then step number 2 is prioritizing. Understanding what priorities that you need to be focused on, what you need to do and when you need to do it, so that you can actually reach the goals that you have set for your life and business vision. And then number 3 is scheduling, like actually planning out. And I think that oftentimes when I talk about scheduling, people are like, I'm not a scheduler, I'm not a planner. It's like, it's not about being a scheduler. It's not about being a planner. It's about being intentional about your life. You can't just let your life be happening to you. You need to be intentional about the life and the business that you are creating. And then step number 4 is implementation. Probably the hardest part, because implementation is not about taking action. It's about your mindset, okay? It's about honoring and doing the thing that you said you were going to do, okay? And then number 5 is going to be evaluations. Taking a look at what's working, what's not working, what do I want to do differently in my life and in my business moving forward. Because even though you create this strategy for your life and for your business success, things are just not going to go according to plan. You're going to be like, hey, I tried this thing and it's not really working out. I don't really like doing this thing, and we're going to try something different. And so evaluating and being able to pivot and realign yourself, because the analogy I give here is like, you're going to have this roadmap. Your GPS is going to tell you how to get from your house to where you want to go. And you might take a wrong turn. There might be roadblocks. There might be traffic. There might be something else. And your GPS, if you're going the wrong way, it's going to reroute you. Right? And that's what coaching does. It reroutes you, realigns you back to your strategy, back to your simple strategy to sustainable success. And that's what I help my clients with. And so again, I'll be going live every single week every single day this week for the next 9 days to talk about all of this stuff of my 5-step sustainable success system. If you have any questions, put it in the chat box or come to the live sessions. I'll be sharing it in my stories what time I'll be going live, so you guys can join live and ask your questions. And in the meantime, if you want to begin to have your own unique, tailored 5-step sustainable success system, again, I create this. It's a unique framework that I can tailor to anybody's business, anybody's goals. It doesn't matter if you're trying to reach life goals, relationship goals, personal goals, business goals. This framework works literally for every single person. Doesn't matter the niche, the product, the industry, the service that you offer, or again, even if you just want to work on life stuff, this sustainable success system works for anybody trying to reach any kind of goal. And again, it's super simple. it's proven, it's clear, and of course it's sustainable for your success. If you want to get in on this and you want to work with me together one-on-one to create this for yourself, go ahead and click the link. I'll put a link in the comment section to book a consultation, so that we can have this conversation about your big dreams, all the dreams that you have inside of your head, even the secret dreams that you've got inside of your heart but you don't want to speak out loud. We're going to talk about all of those, and I will show you the exact strategy that we would be walking through to help you begin to create, like, turn all of your dreams into reality, into real sustainable success. And so with that, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.